This is the last time I'm doing it. This body kit is going on today. We have the back bumper, the side skirts and the front bumper, which is all going on this car today, semi-permanently. So we have the front bumper off. Now there's still some things that we need to take off of this, i.e. this piece here, and then put it onto this one so that we can actually fit it up. But I do find it funny how it's not until you really take these things off that you realise just like how broken things are. For argument's sake, like this, that's just broken. I don't even know what that does, but it's broken. Now to get this off is a bunch of Phillips head screws, and from all the videos that I've watched, these are pretty much all going to break. Which is fun, but that's not a major issue because I actually have a load of brand new bolts to go on this, so hopefully I'll be able to just bolt it on and that should be good. I don't think the bolts will come in the way of the bonnet because of this here, and I'm pretty sure the bonnet pretty much sits on this piece here, so it should in theory be okay. But if I remember correctly, I don't need that or that. I might need them, I'm not too sure, but we're going to figure it out. But I definitely need this front piece here to go on top of this bit here. So let's crack on and do that now. Now here is actually a little fun fact for you. When we bought this car, it had a little bit of front end damage just there. You can pretty much see it, all the paintwork's a bit buggered, but yeah. And so we thought, oh, okay, that's the only damage. And cut a long story short, basically what happened was the previous owner left it in gear, started it up in the morning or whatever, and then it lurched forward into a garage or a wall or something like that. Anyway, we thought that this was the only damage. It's not. So if you have a look at this front cross member or crash bar, whatever you want to call it, like from back here it doesn't look too bad, but if you come up here you can see that it's bent in a little bit, and it's actually bent in right here. You can see the crease right there where it's got stressed, and it's not on the other side. So, and this is all bent in a little bit, whereas this side is nice and flat. I mean, this is pretty rotten anyway, so we are going to replace the entire thing anyway, because it is a replaceable part, so it's not a major issue, and it does obviously work, just maybe not as well as it should be. So yeah, we're going to have to buy a new cross member at some point, put that behind it. We'll probably actually time it well so that we put that new cross member on when this front bumper comes off for painting. So it should actually all time pretty perfectly. But yeah.
I've always been away on the run. Why am I here, wasting away with you? I have always lived with the silence. I have never been to the
Why? I'm actually starting to think like normal bumpers are made of polyurethane, because look how fucking, it's so bendy. Are bumpers made of polyurethane? Let me know in the comments, because yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just like polyurethane, because that's super bendy. What a nightmare. So getting this front plate off here was meant to be a 5-minute job, which has turned into like a half-an-hour job. Thankfully, a big thank you to my dad who came out to help me and give me a hand. We managed to drill some of the things out, and we actually had to use a grinder to cut some of the heads off. These screws were just so rusty that they just would not come undone. We ended up just putting a slit in them like that, right, pretty deep, and then using a flathead, and that done the job for most of them. But some of them needed to be fully grinded out, which you can see why there's marks there. but it's out. Now I can clean it up and get it attached to this one. Okay, so after various drilling and bits and bobs, we now have this on here, which is very nice. The hole's actually, so if, I don't know if you can tell, but like just there's like a little indent where the original OEM holes are on the OEM bumper, and you can more or less use them as a guide to make sure that you're drilling in the right place. Obviously, you're probably going to need a little file just to realign everything, and it still needs a little bit of a push and a pull. But this bit is now basically exactly in line, and the holes are pretty much perfect. So now I just need to get these little bits lined up on there, and we need to mark up the holes so I can drill all the holes. And then I've got a bunch of bolts which I'm going to replace the screws with, because the screws are just gone and I don't want to put more screws in it. So I've got some zinc plated bolts and nuts to go in place, which I think will just be better. Right, this bit's on and it's bolted with nice zinc plated bolts and nuts. I'm going to offer it up and see how it looks. Got to heat it up, bend it a little bit just to make it fit, but it is now fitting all along the top, which is quite nice. Took a little bit of grinding, a little bit of using a Dremel to sand a few bits back, but we got there in the end. But now we just need to figure out these sides, which hopefully should just be a case of heat this up, bend it down, and then push it under, and it should be about there. Hopefully. Right, that is the front bumper on. Not completely on, there's still a little bit of tinkering that needs to be done, but for the most part it is on and it looks good. Right, the side skirts we're not going to manage to do today. We are already running out of light, and as you can see, this door needs adjusting, and in order to adjust the door we've got to take that wing off because the hinges are just behind there. So we've got to take that wing off. In order to take the wing off, we've got to take it off down there, and that needs to set and settle into place. So we're going to do these another day. So for now, I'm going to crack on and get this back bumper on, which is a bit of a shame. But I mean, it's just one of those things, you know, it happens. So this front bumper looks good though. Like I say, it needs a little bit of adjustment and a little bit more fiddling with just to get it spot on. But it is on, it is bolted on, so it should really just be a case of tighten up all of the bolts and nuts, and that front bumper is good to go. I mean, at the end of the day, this front bumper ain't going nowhere. That is solid. So yeah, it's good, it is really good. So it's a shame about those side skirts because we're not going to be able to get those on properly, at least not on this side. We would on the other side because the other side of the door is like perfect, it's perfectly fine. But this passenger side, where they took the door off to weld up all the way up this side, it's not gone on back on just right. So we need to take this wing off, adjust that, and then we can put the side skirt on. So for now, we're just going to crack on with this rear bumper, make sure that that's all right. I'm probably going to do it properly as well by taking out the tail lights and this middle piece here, and then undoing this from the bit that's behind it, and then get this on properly, tightened up, and that will be the back bumper and the front bumper good to go. And then the side skirts, we'll just crack on with those another day. We are getting somewhere with it. It was way too ambitious for me to think that I could do this in one day, because it's been 2 days now and we're still not really there. I am very glad I started with this front bumper though, because that has taken me ages to get it even to this point. Which, to be honest, it gives me a whole new level of respect for people at body shops and people who fit these kits and work with fiberglass body kits all the time, because I mean, it's good, it fits, and it is all like right and everything, but it's just, yeah, it's a bit of a pain, to be honest. It really is a bit of a pain. But yeah, no, we're getting there. We are getting there. I mean, sure, yeah, okay, the polyurethane kit might have been a little bit easier to do and all that, but I mean, this kit was literally half the price, and it is really good quality fiberglass. I mean, most of this we've been able to heat it all up and bend it all into place, which is something I didn't think you could actually do with fiberglass. I thought like fiberglass is one of those things where once it's out of the mold and it's done, that's it, that ain't moving anymore. But I was wrong. You can bend it, you can heat it up, and you can mold it into place, which is the reason why we are not just going to take the front bumper off and take the wing off and carry on, because we need this to set into place and settle so that it's happy. Once it's settled in this position, then I can make more adjustments and bring it round a bit more and all that. So for now, don't know why that's like that, but for now, I'm going to do the back bumper, and we'll worry about the side skirts another day. What did I tell you? I told you in the next video I'll be back with more coffee and cake. I mean, it's ain't a cake, but close enough. Right, back bumper is off, and I've actually done it the right way this time by taking it off and leaving this bit on. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh no. There we go, the back bumper is on, and the front bumper is also on with the lights and the number plate. So it fits. Like I say, it still needs a little bit of adjustment, but it's all bolted up and it is good. Same with the back bumper. It's all good. So, okay, we couldn't get the side skirts on. However, that's a story for another day, and that's probably actually going to be a TikTok specific and shorts specific videos. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.